So this is where I'm waking up this morning. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's only just gone 6 o'clock. Quite a beautiful, spectacular view. Yeah, I'm off to the port this morning, off to the ferry. So I've got to get to Holyhead. I'm completely off the beaten track up here. Have no internet, no signal, no 4G, absolutely nothing, which is wonderful. But I've got to find my way back to the main road on the maps, because I've got no internet to get maps on my phone. So we'll see. My ferry's not till 9. I was going to leave at 7:30, but I'm going to leave about 6:30 instead and get my tent down now, get on the road and try and find my way. So wish me luck. So I'm here. I made it on the ferry all on my own. I've taken my glasses off so you can see the bags under my eyes. I'm struggling. I struggled last night to get my tent up to pull the strings, but I managed to do it in the end. I did manage to pump my airbed up, so that was good, and that was a better night's sleep. And to be fair, I laid on it about 6:15. I didn't get to sleep till about 8:30. And then you know when you wake up and you think it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you scrabble around and you find your phone to look at the clock, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. So it was kind of an on and off night, but I did sleep pretty well. I was kind of sad and emotional last night because I was hearing all the couples coming in their camper vans and caravans and tents and setting up together, and I felt a little bit lonely, but I just went to sleep. That's probably how Andy would have dealt with it actually if the situation was reversed. So I just slept. This morning I've really struggled to get my tent down, get it folded up, get my bike loaded up, but I did it. And as I was coming through on the ferry, I'm like, oh, please don't stop me. Please don't stop me and make me take all this stuff off. I might do it at Dublin yet, but I just have to hope they help me put it all back on again if they do. But we shall see, because I've got some of Andy's ashes in my top box, so if they want to look in there, I'm going to have to get everything off. But one day at a time, step by step. I've had my cup of tea now at the port. I was here really early, and I've got on the ferry early because I strapped the bike down, so I'm in early for strapping down, although I don't know I do need to strap mine down really, but I'm not complaining. I'm here, and I now have a breakfast. They always look at me really weird because I wanted a vegan but gluten-free breakfast, but the sausages weren't gluten-free, so I said, can I have an egg and the avocado? And I have to explain that I only say vegan because I'm lactose and dairy intolerant, but I am vegetarian. So, but anyway, on the plus side, I met a really lovely lady waiting in lane to go on, coming onto the ferry. I didn't get her name, I do apologise, but hello lovely lady, thank you for brightening up my day and making me smile. We had a really lovely chat, and that really put me in the mood to get out there and keep going and trying to help other people smile and make a difference to people's day. And that's what I do. I try to make a difference to somebody's day every day, and that could be as simple as just a smile. And that's what I love about Bumblebee. She brings so many smiles to faces. You know, as I ride through the towns and the villages, and I know it's something people are going to talk about for, you know, the rest of their day really. Wow, what was that? It's like a Batmobile. Anyway, if you do see me out and about my travels, do come and say hello. Might even get a little photo or a little video and get in one of my vlogs. But it'll be nice to come and meet you, come and see me, come and cheer me on. That'd be awesome. Anyway, I've now got my breakfast, so I'm going to sit and eat my not vegan but dairy and gluten-free breakfast. So ta-da for now. Bye Wales, see you in 3 weeks. For now it's just me and the open sea and the wind. Oh, 25 minutes in I've had to come out for some air, so I'm feeling seasick already. I get really green around the gills. I can't take seasickness tablets because I've got to ride my bike. I'm already feeling tired and they zomb me out. I've taken my anti-sickness and anti-dizziness tablets that I usually take, but I think I'm going to have to go and take another one and put my phone down. I've just been uploading yesterday's film while I've got a signal, but I think I'm going to have to put the phone down now. Just gulp some air. Just keep focusing on the horizon, Queen. Just keep focusing on the horizon and all will be well.
although I don't like the look of those storm clouds. I hope they're gone by the time I get to Ireland.
Oh, another thing to make me smile. I just want to say a big shout out to Kathy. I've just seen that you've donated the money for my haircut, so thank you, that's amazing. Thank you for Angie for giving me the haircut and saying to put them toward my charity at Unisex Salon in Deserve. And thank you to Kathy, my old time school friend from many years ago, for donating the money to my Just Giving page. That's amazing. Thank you so much. So I made it off the ferry. It was very grey skies when I set out. There's some blue behind me, some grey in front. First stop, I've come to a place called Rush, just because I'm not in one. One of the things that having disabilities does, an illness is it slows you down, and I enjoy that, especially when the vertigo and the FMD ramp up. Has to slow everything down, and you know, that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I like to be mindful. I have to use mindfulness a lot. Some of my friends don't like that term because it means your mind's full. They'd rather say you're just aware. But I think no matter what you call it, it's about living in the moment and just taking time in the now, because that's all we ever have, really. And here's just a little exercise, one that I've done this morning when I was on the ferry, is, you know, when you go to the public toilet and you wash your hands and the hand dryers are so slow. Try and resist the wish to grab a hand towel or wipe your hands down your jeans. Just stand there, let the air dry them. Just take your time, feel the cold or hot air, whatever it is, on your hands, and just live in the moment and take some time out from that mad rush that is life. Talking about rushes, first learning, well, it's not even a learning of the day, first hiccup was that I got off of the ferry, came onto the roads of Dublin and was met by 40 kilometres per hour, and I'm like, what's that? Obviously I know what it is, but I don't know what it is in miles per hour, which is what my Riker clocks up, but there must be a button somewhere, hopefully, that I can change it. But I'm heading north, so hopefully Northern Ireland will have miles per hour. If not, I just have to sort of do a little Google search. I did see on one of the, as I came through, on one of the cameras that lights up, 45. I was doing 45 kilometres and that was 27 miles per hour, apparently. So there you go. So I just have to try and take some learning from that. But I'm not in any rush, so I'll take it slow. So if you get stuck behind a yellow bumblebee stacked up with a orange Maggies t-shirt on the front, on the back rather, on top of my stacking up, then that's me. So sorry if I make you slow, but just take some time out. As I came through Dublin, got stuck at the traffic lights, it was nice. I just watched the Aer Lingus and the Ryanair birds flying in. It was quite good, quite cool. I was going to say, are there any other Rikers in Ireland? Because I know I get a lot of looks and ways and wows, what's that, in England and in Wales, but it's been quite astounding here. I've only been riding about 20 minutes, half an hour, and everyone's like, wow, what is that? So I know there are Can-Am spiders and F3s out here, and a big shout out to Lynn. Can't wait to get down to the southwest and ride out with you. That would be amazing. Really looking forward to that. But do let me know if you've got a Riker in Ireland and you're anywhere near the coast and fancy riding some of it with me. It'd be really cool to meet up, even just for a coffee if you don't want to ride. That would be good fun. Just want to give a quick shout out as well to Stena Lines, because actually they were really good. Apart from the seasickness, which wasn't their fault, and it was quite a smooth crossing, and the cost of their food and drinks, but I should imagine it is the same on all ferries, so I didn't think they were any more expensive than others. Apart from that, they were great from start to finish. Lone girl on a bike on her own going on a ferry, never done it before, on my own, not on my bike. I've only been on the Isle of Wight ferry with a horde of us. They were really kind, and you know, they guided me all the way. At one point they were directing me, they went, yeah, just going from behind that Arctic, and I'm like, and he went, you'll be fine. And it just reminded me so much of Andy. You'll be fine, you can go and do it, it's good. And so they were all really friendly, all really helpful, and one of the great things about Stena is when you're on a trike, they book it in as a bike. So when you book in a motorbike, it comes up as trike as well. I know a lot of the other ferry companies apparently are charging for cars when people are turning up on their Can-Ams. So hats off to Stena because they're not doing that. And it was a good sailing. So anyway, onwards and upwards, I'm going to carry on. I am down at the coast, and see if you can see the coast behind me there. But I'm just up this tiny little lane. I couldn't get the Riker any further down. I probably could have done if I tried, but there was a few people looking at me with a few funny looks. So I'm now going to head off to Skerries. My plan is maybe to get to the Moor Mountains today, but I don't know if I'll make it, and that's fine if I don't. I'm just going to wander up the coast, meander. No real plan today, heading in a certain direction, but I'll stop when I'm ready. So catch more of you later. Well, it's been a funny old day. I got off the ferry, as you know, and I went to Rush, and then I've just meandered along the coast. Happy to see that there's a lot of stuff written in Irish out here as well, but not like Wales where it's got stuff written in English as well. Some of it is just Irish, which is fine because I love the traditional language, but I can't really use Google Translator while I'm going along, or Duolingo, so it's really funny. There's these brown signs that out in England are like for, you know, places of interest and that. The castles I can recognise, but it's got other signs that I can't recognise. So I've just been following some of the signs. If I can get my relief to work today, then you might see some of that. You'll see me sort of wandering all over the place. On the flip side, I now know what the sign is for Gaelic football. I found that stadium, or one of the stadiums. I love some Gaelic football. I'm just thinking it's probably out of season though, but that would be really cool to go and see a game of Gaelic football. So if you're in the know, and if there are any matches coming up along any of the coast of Ireland, let me know and I'll come and have a watch. That would be awesome. That would really be really good fun. What I didn't see is any signs, like I can't do it because I can only hold my hand. Hold on. There you go. Tent signs. No signs for tents. So I rode for miles, not sure how many, haven't checked my relief. Well, it's not working, it's not uploading again at the moment. And yeah, anyway, in the end I thought I'm just going to have to book a hotel. So I booked a hotel. Mum just asked me where, and I went, dunno. It's called the Innisfree House, I think. I'm so tired. But I was like, oh, I'm just going to have to book it on booking.com. And because it was still another half an hour's ride from where I was, where I'd hoped to stay, and I couldn't find anywhere to stay. And so I booked it. Rather extravagant. It's £82. It's meant to be for a single room, but I've got a double bed and it's quite nice. And it is a lovely place. Really lovely place. But I'm like, oh my gosh, that's 4 or 5 nights camping money. But I'm glad I did, because all my stuff's soaked again, because it's been raining, surprise, but I do have dry feet today, so that's good. And do you know what? I've just come on and I've just checked my premium bonds, and I've just won some money. I've just won over £100, so that's paid for my hotel room tonight. And it means I can get all my gadgets charged up, I can hopefully get all my stuff dry, and I can have a nice shower and an early night. And that's my plan. And book ahead for other places in future. I have got one booked the night after next, but I will book ahead. I'm going to add some photos. I did go off. I found this place that it was written in English. It said traditional Irish pub. I thought, I have to go and have a look at that. And of course, there's big things of Guinness and Guinness painted on the wall. And I thought, I have taken some pictures, but not to promote alcohol at all, because as many of you know, I'm just exactly a month today short of 3 years sober. And if you didn't know, I have written a book called The A to Z of Alcohol and Sobriety, everything you need to know. And it's for any addiction, and you don't even have to have any addiction, although we're all addicted to something, whether it's our phones or whatever. We've got addictive brain, everybody's addicted to something, but it works for any addiction, but for mental and physical health and well-being too. So you can have a little check that out, just check the reviews, just wanted to get that in somewhere. And the other thing was that obviously Guinness do alcohol free now, which is good. I was very tempted to go in there and say, I see you're a traditional Irish pub and I'm going to tempt you to swear at me now, but do you do alcohol free Guinness? I might do that in the next 3 weeks at some point to see what sort of response I get, and that could be quite good fun. But here's the thing, okay, now they do say that when they make things into alcohol and when they make things into vinegar, like the malt vinegar, that it takes the gluten out of products, and alcohol free products are made into alcohol, and then the alcohol is removed from them to make them alcohol free. But it does still affect my tummy when I have like a Heineken Zero or something. So what are your views? Is there any scientists out there that know the scientific view on this? Because I would really like to know how it works. And if you read my book, you'll know that I've talked about all the poisons in alcohol, and I'm thinking, well, if alcohol free has been turned into alcohol and then the alcohol extracted, has that got poisons in it? So I might have to do a little Google there. But if you know, save me. Put in the comments below. Do let me know. Anyway, I'm shattered. I'm going to shower. And well, I'll show you around this room first, and then I'm going to shower. I'm probably just flopping to bed. And it's only... what time is it? Oh, battery's flat on my watch. Not a clue. I think it's probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock, something like that. There was a cheeky little garage across the road. I have to go and get some crisps or something. Anyway, night for now. Take care. So I just wanted to show you this before I bring all my stuff in and ruin it all. Look at this. Oh, look. That's so sweet. Look, my stuff's in already, some of it. A busy road out there, but how lovely is this? Oh, luxury. Luxury for a scruffy head. Show you out here as well. It's beautiful. There's a lovely lounge area that I can go and sit in, which I shall show you. This is where we go for breakfast in the morning. Wow. Oh, piano, look. Absolutely beautiful. And you know what, as I saw this earlier, I thought Andy would have loved this. And the lovely lady here let me go and move my bike out the back. And just as I got there, there was a white feather right next to where I parked. Just one little white feather. So, I know he approves. we go for breakfast in the morning. Wow. Oh, piano, look. It's absolutely beautiful. And you know what, as I saw this earlier, I thought Andy would have loved this. And the lovely lady who let me go and move my bike out the back. And just as I got there, there was a white feather right next to where I parked, just one little white feather. So I know he approves.